Gosei Sentai Dairanger!
Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my Gosei Sentai Dairanger episode commentary and reviews. This time it's episode 27, it's the final punch. And remember, if you do enjoy what you see, please remember to like and subscribe, it just means a lot on a small channel like this. Now let's get into the episode. The episode opens with the 4 remaining Rangers at HQ and Shoji frantically asking each of them what they should do as Master Kaku tells them to calm down, explaining that to get around the Gorma absorbing their attacks, they need a super fast fist it can't see. As Ryu is inspired, Kaku tells him his body will need to go through a great ordeal. Outside a hospital, Jin is waiting with flowers before approaching an old man being wheeled out of the hospital. Handing over the flowers, he attacks, but is blocked by the old man, who launches out of the chair and the two trade blows mid-air. But on landing, the old man collapses as Jin runs off. The nurse who saw it all pleads with him to return to his old self as we flash back to the pair on a beach, sharing romantic moments, and her caring for him when her father beat him in training. But Jin says that's the past, and he died along with his left hand, telling her again to stay out of his business unless she wants to die. Elsewhere, the Rangers are training with the 3 attacking Ryu, who writhes in pain as he hits the ground. As Pot Taoist appears again and the 3 Rangers transform, attacking the Gorma to no avail, as it absorbs Shoji as Ryu calls for them to retreat. While in the Demon Forest, Zydos is continuing his ritual to gather the demon souls. Meanwhile, Jin is relaxing at home as he removes his glove, revealing a metal hand, as Zydos completes his ritual, saying there must be a man somewhere who can endure the Yuma energy. At HQ, Ryu is still training as he attacks some candles, but they all remain lit before he collapses to the ground, writhing in pain, as it's revealed he is wearing a contraption under his clothes. As he starts to remove it, he sees visions of Shoji and Rin, causing him to put it back on, as Master Kaku watches in the shadows, willing him to endure the pain. The next day, the nurse sees Jin drive by, and as he parks his car, Jin sees Ryu waiting for him on the beach. Struggling to even speak, he challenges Jin, who removes his coat as he accepts. While elsewhere, Kazu and Daigo transform as they fight the Gorma, and as the pair fight on the beach, Ryu removes his top, exposing the contraption he's wearing, angering Jin as Ryu flexes, and the contraption breaks off, falling from his body as the pair resume fighting, with Ryu finally able to match Jin, as the nurse arrives, calling out and distracting Jin, allowing Ryu to get a kick in before punching him into the sea. Back at the Gorma fight, Ryu arrives in time to see Daigo and Kazu absorbed by the monster. It fires a blast at Ryu, and as the explosion clears, he's transformed as the pair begin to fight, with Ryu's attacks actually having an effect on the Gorma. Unleashing a devastating attack, he manages to free the other Rangers as Pot Taoist grows giant and the Rangers summon their Kiden beasts. Back at the beach, a wounded Jin claws his way back onto the beach, reaching the feet of Zydos, who says his fist wasn't defeated, it was a defeat of the heart, and to throw his heart away as Aki arrives calling for him. Zydos leaves as she rushes to Jin, clinging to him before he punches her. As she collapses to the ground, Zydos returns, telling him to accept the Yuma energy. As Jin is racked with pain, the Rangers battle in Dairano against Pot Taoist. And as Jin transforms, the Rangers finish off the Gorma as Jin arises. But as Zydos tells him to come with him as a follower, Jin lashes out, saying he follows no one. As Ryu and the other Rangers return to the beach, Ryu finds Jin's coin in the sand as the episode ends. Okay, so, Ryu got his own back there, and what a punch at the end of it. I mean, Ryu's definitely gotten stronger. But when it comes to Jin, Jin and Aki, the nurse that we saw in the previous episode, they were lovers while he was learning under her father. And now he's literally punched her, not just pushed her away, but punched her away to accept the demon power from Zydos. And to be honest, At first, I actually thought that he killed her with the strength of his punch. When he was like rejecting her, and I was kind of shocked. I mean, she's not there afterwards, so I can only assume that she sort of got up and staggered away in pain. Obviously, no longer in love with him because who's going to be in love after someone's gut punched you like that? But yeah. One thing I am wondering though is the metal hand that Jin has. Because you see him when he's like resting at home, he takes the glove off, you got the metal hand, and he's like doing stuff with it. But how? If his hand was cut off, there's nothing inside, and it is just a metal hand. Unless they're saying in like Dairanger world, cybernetics has come a long way on prosthetics at this point. Who knows? But also that spring thing that Ryu had to wear looks bloody painful. It reminds me of like this sort of exercise thing that my dad had when I was a kid, which is like a bunch of springs that looks exactly like that. And you're supposed to like pull it apart. Never saw him use it, but you know, it was there. So I guess he bought it. Did what most people do. I've got an exercise bike and a rowing machine over there that haven't been used in about a year. Partly because of injuries, but you know. But yeah, it's those sorts of springs, and they are really tough. I mean, they were really tough when I was a kid, so I don't know how tough they are as an adult, but yeah, but the amount of like cuts and stuff and wounds on his body, it looks like he's more injured from the training device than we ever usually see someone generally get injured from fighting the monster of the week. And I've got to say, it pays off because his henshin, like the explosion henshin, Pot Taoist like attacks him while he's still just sort of half dressed, and you see the explosion, and then he's just there, transforms behind it. No Henshinda or anything else. It's just boom, there he is, and then and it's like that's so cool. He just looks so cool, and then obviously going in with like the 100 hit like attack and all the rest of it. Just love it. I just really enjoy Dairanger, and this is I don't think we get many with Jin, but I do love that he pushes the combat aspects of things. And of course, as I've said in previous reviews, you know, I always like it seeing the Rangers fight untransformed, and that's what he does with Jin. So absolutely love it. Really, really love it. And one other thing, you know, 3 episodes in a row now with no Kiba Ranger. So everything that was done to introduce him, and now he's gone. So, you know, I think he's back in the next episodes. I hope he is. But, you know, just 3 episodes with no Kiba Ranger at all. And I think that makes it 4 or 5 without seeing Ku. So, oh well. And people really like have said over the years like how much they despise Ku. Even once he's introduced, he's barely in it. We're over halfway through the season now, and he's barely been around. And of course, as for my obligatory Mighty Morphin Power Rangers segment, nothing. Like I said last time, Pot Taoist was never used in an episode, and probably because he was defeated by Dairanger, like fist fight. And of course, Jin is a Japanese guy, and that's going to look a bit weird seeing a Japanese guy fighting a Japanese guy in an American TV show about superheroes. So, yeah, none of it used. But hey, next time it's episode 28. And I do believe Kameo's back. I'll see you then.